Dumela motsana weso kwa lapeng and welcome back to another edition of Farmer's Voice. Thulaganyo e leng gore kopanya wena molemirui le baitsana be ba tsa temothuo. Today re mo Mamuhiko ko e leng gore re kopana le mme Tsimako wa Tsimako Farms ba e leng gore ke barui ba dikolobe. Dikolobe tse ga ba rua dikolobe hela ba ruile dikolobe mme gape ba na le butchery e leng gore ba supply ka tsone dikolobe tse. Ebile gape ga ba supply ka nama hela ba na le mo re go bitsana re di sausages le mo re go bitsana re di bacon tse e leng gore ba di dira mo go yone farm ya bone bo ba di isa go butchery ya bone. So a re go kopana le mme Tsimako re utele leeto la gagwe le gore sente how is she surviving. Let's go. Kgwebo ya thuo ya dikolobe mo Botswana e kgaogantswe gararo. Thuo e potana, thuo e fagare le thuo e tona. Go na le kakanyetso ya gore nama ya kolobe e tswa mo gae o kota se fela thata. Babatisisi ba supile fa thuo ya dikolobe e ikagile ka dintlha tse pedi, e leng segotso le tikologo. Barui botlhe ba dikolobe ba tshwanetse go nna le kitso ya bokgoni jwa segotso le go tlhopha segotso se se siameng ka gore go na le seabe se segolo thata mo bolenyeng jwa nama fela ka bo yone. Go rua mofuta o sa thakangwa le ope wa kolobe go thusa go tshwara segotso jaaka palo ya dikolojana tse di tsalwang kana bofefo ja go gola. Kolobe e tshweu e tsala bontsi mme tse dingwe tsa mebala e sele di itsege ka kgolo e bofefo le nama e boleng. Dikolobe ga di tshabelelwe ke malwetse mo Botswana mme morui mongwe le mongwe wa tsona o kopana le bolwetse jwa go ruruga thele kana mastitis ka puo ya seng mo diphologolong tsa gagwe. Gore go nne phepa go tshwanetse ga phepafadiwa gangwe le gape. Tsimako, welcome to Farmer's Voice. Our first question in what type of breed do you keep in your farm?
What we keep is mainly large white. So when we started, we just bought pigs from wherever we could find them. So we got local pigs. So we got a male and a female. And so we had our females that were local breeds, right? And they were giving us low numbers, 7, 8-ish. And not all of them were being weaned also. So then when we got the pure breed, we got a pure breed large white male and one female. And so we then used that male to replace our old male that was also a local large white. And since then it has improved our herd and we are getting better results.
Kolobe e ke mofuta o tswa mo go mogologolo wa Yorkshire kwa Britain o tholagang go kgaolong ya Yorkshire kwa bokone jwa Enyelai. Ke kolobe e mo ka wana go feta mefuta e mengwe ya dikolobe. E dirisiwa thata go thakangwa le mefuta e mengwe mo thuong e kwa godimo ya dikolobe. Jaaka leina la yone, kolobe e tshweu, e tona ka ditsebe tse di supileng le sefata go se se ratileng go nna sekotswana. Boleele jwa maoto a tsone le go golela fa godimo go di thusa thata go nna matlhagatlhaga. Fa e dira la ntlha e ne e direla go ruela kwa ntle mme gompieno e tumile thata mo kgwebong ya thuo ya dikolobe. Se se netefatsa selebego se le sengwe fela sa dikolobe tse di ruelwang nama mo go tona. Ka tholego ke mofuta o bokgwago.
So for me on the farm before that, our maximum from a local animal was 8. But then when you take that local breed, which is usually what you find roaming about, they have their pros and cons, but they're not as excellent as the pure breeds that you find. Also, they come in different colors. You tend to get a fully black pig, or they have patches of black and white, and they are also sometimes quite hairy.
Why do you keep the large whites and what are the disadvantages of keeping this type of breed for someone who want to venture into this?
So we mainly keep the large whites because they were one of the easiest breeds that you come across. Most people in this area in particular have some form of a large white. So either it's really pure or it's like a large white cross. We got a large white male to improve the stock we already had. So you can improve the stock by either buying all new breeds, like all new pure breed females and a male, or you can use a male to improve the flock you already have, and that's the route we went down. So the large whites, they give you high piglet numbers, which is very desirable. They also give you good carcass weights, which means when you feed them the same amount as a Botswana pig, and they will grow faster. And by the time you slaughter it and you take them, you will get more weight per animal as compared to the equivalent aged Botswana pig. And also they have a very good temperament. They are gentle mothers. You are even able to adopt piglets in cases where maybe one mother has a lot and another mother doesn't have so many. You can even out the numbers and they will accept them most times. Whereas I found with the local pigs, they are very territorial and they don't accept other piglets. They can smell the difference and then, you know, they will start looking like they want to harm the piglets.
Tsimako, when you talk about farming, we understand it's a male-dominated industry and total is hard labor. So why did you choose this type of farming?
Firstly, it was a passion because we all enjoy pork, you know. We found that pig farming was very intensive. So it needs someone who is, you know, you're either close to the farm or you are living there or you are always available. And that was me. So I ended up looking after the pigs, bonding with them, learning about them, how to assist them in what they are doing. And then I began enjoying it because it's hard work, but it has flexibility. So once you've fed the animals in the morning, cleaned them, you have the whole day to yourself. And then at 4 or 5, again, you'll come and feed them. So that's how we do it. You wake up early in the morning, take care of the animals, go look after the kids, go to school, go to the shops, whatever I'm doing that day. And then afterwards, again, in the evening, you'll come and check on them. So you grow to care about them. You think, oh, you know, are they okay? If it's too hot, how are they cooling down? And so because the pigs were growing, what I was doing was working. I got, you know, into it more. And then as the family saw it's progressing, then they thought, okay, now we need to expand. Then we expanded, you know. What
an interesting topic we had in Tsimako. Botswana we skola beng o mo ikutetse Tsimako ya kana bua ka breeding. Let's go for a quick commercial break. Ha re tswa kwa, we dive deeper into a different topic, ya genetics.
Agrizo, taking farming to the next level. Do you want to make the most out of your land? Agrizo offers you an opportunity to do exactly just that, addressing your farming needs by bringing quality hybrid seeds for maximum yield. Our seeds are specifically breeded for Botswana with the highest advanced technology. For more information, contact us at 311-2954 or visit us at plot 77298, Unit 8, Pagalan Industrial. Agrizo seeds, quality hybrid seeds you can trust.
Welcome back to Farmers Voice Botswana Weso and Resanternala Tsimako Hana talking about pig production. Tsimako, let's start with the concept out. But we still don't understand what is in this. How does genetics work? Want to take us through idea genetics?
So genetics is basically the makeup of the animals. So what we are interested in is the pure breeds. These breeds have been selected for certain characteristics that are favorable for us farmers for the market. For example, pure breeds, the large white that we got, its characteristics are it grows very fast, it has good muscle, which is meat, which translates into being meat, and it has a good temperament. It's very gentle and it's agreeable. It's not aggressive and it doesn't fight others. So when you bring females to the male, there's no problem. You don't have to worry about them fighting or getting injured.
Segotso le kgwediso ya dipholo ke thuto ya akaretsang segotso sotlhe le go goela ga dihutsane mo go tokafatsang thuo ya diphologolo. Go tlhabolola segotso go tla ka go oketsa boleng teng jo bo sa kgaleng jwa dilo tse di eletsegang mo diphologolong le go fokotsa tse di sa eletsegeng. Bokgoni ya phologolo nngwe le nngwe go laolwa ke segotso sa yone. Dilo dingwe tsa segotso di motofo go tswa mo phologolong go ya ko phologolong e tsalwang. Barui ba dikoloba ba ba ruelang nama ba thabolola diphologolo tsa bone ka go thopa mofuta kana dilo dingwe tsa segotso tsa ba di eletsang. Boleng jwa diphologolo bo ka gola thata mo dikolojwaneng dingwe le dingwe tse di tsalwang fa go ka bewa tse di phalang tse dingwe kwa pele e le tsone tse di goelang.
So the whole idea of genetics is choosing the traits selectively that we as farmers want for the purpose that we want them for. So for me, because I'm into meat production, I'm interested in animals that, one, grow fast, and two, have a good food conversion rate, so they eat less and give you more meat from what they've eaten.
Can you break down how exactly does genes from a pure breed improve a herd?
So when you get the pure breed and it mates the local one, isn't it, there's a 50-50 chance that the trait you want from that pure breed will pass down to the piglets. So you combine them, and then you literally have to look and choose the trait, the piglets with the traits you want. So for example, in my case, it's meat production, so it's muscles. So when they are born, I choose the ones that have the required features, the muscles, and then I take them on as my breeding stock to breed, so that now they are carrying 50% of that trait. When they are mated, again with a pure breed, not necessarily their father, but another pure breed, they will now be carrying 50% of the required gene plus that 100% they are coming with. So when they breed, now you're going to have 75% chance until, and you keep choosing those ones with the desired traits until you now always come out 100% with that gene that you are looking for. So every piglet will have good muscle.
For someone who is relatively new to this industry, pig production, how do I select the proper breed for my stock?
The challenge that we as farmers have is feed availability. We don't have endless amounts of feed. So we are forced to make the best we can with what we have. And now, when you're choosing your pure breed, when you're choosing your animals, you want a breed that will not eat for many months before they are market ready. This large white, for example, to get to the weight that we want as porkers, it takes us between 4 and 5 months. So they eat for that period, and we know that we can sell them from there. So as a farmer, when you're choosing, most pig farmers will be producing for meat. So you want an animal that will eat, it's allotted 2 kgs a day, and at the end of the time period, if you're breeding them as porkers, which is between, I think it's less than 75, some say 80 kgs, and baconers are 80 or 75 and above. For us, we go for porkers. So if you're breeding for that amount of time, you don't want to feed them so much. So you will choose animals based on their growth rate and the muscle that they will give you at the end of that allotted period they're going to be eating for. So you would choose one that has good forms. You will basically choose the traits that you want to have, because what the father and mother is will translate to your piglets. So all of this is written in their genes. You don't, like, you won't end up with a pig that is thin giving birth to muscular animals. No, it doesn't work like that.
You talked about stock or
Yes.
Where do you get your genetic stock? And I understand nothing is for free. You need to have some kind of assistance or financial assistance to be specific to keep your farm running.
Yes.
Maybe take us through that.
So with the stock, there are certain farms that sell pure breeds, but they are very expensive, right? Rightfully so, because it's very good quality.
Ene a re ka ngwaga wa 1975 puso ya simolodisa lefelo la tsadiso le thuo ya dikolobe mo Gaborone mo dipolaseng tsa Sebele. Se e le nngwe ya mananeo a kaone puso e lekang go ngokela barui mo kgwebong ya thuo ya dikolobe. Moono mogolo wa lefelo le ke go thusa barui ka mohuta wa dikolobe wa boleng jo bo go godimo. Dikolobe tse di rekisiwa balemi le mang fela yo nang le kgatlhego ya go ka ithuta ka dikolobe ka tlhwatlhwa e kwa tlase, se e le nngwe ya tsela ya go rotloetsa barui go nna le kgatlhego mo thuong ya dikolobe. What does it take in terms of capital to run a farm as big as this one?
The best way to do it, like the way we did it, is just to try it out. One, pigs reproduce very fast, right? So you could start off with 2 pigs, 2 females and a male, or even 1 male and one female. Or you just start small. You learn your animals, you get to know them, and you grow with them. You start to realize, okay, this shout means this. When a pig is doing this, it's ready to birth. So you learn your animals, and then when they grow, you will then choose, okay, I'm going to keep some for breeding, and I'm going to sell the rest to generate money for the farm. But if you do have the money and you want to start at once, considering if you get the pure breeds, they are between maybe 3.5 and 5,000 upwards, depending on how good it is. You would decide, okay, how many can I afford to look after? So imagine you got 10 females. Now these 10 females, they will eat 2 kgs a day. So you also have to budget how much you are going to feed them and what you are going to feed them. Because, 10 females, they'll be eating, 20 kgs a day. And that's times 30 days in a month. So it will give you an idea of how much you would need to be ready to pay to sustain them until they give birth, and now you grow the piglets and you sell them to look after.
Ta ke go kgaola go no ho mme Tsimako le gale ke sa go tsena gane re ta bua re boella mo iputetse mme Tsimako. Mme let's go for a quick commercial break. Ha re tswa kwa we talk about care and grooming in pig production.
Every farmer has a choice, every farmer makes a decision, and every farmer can be the change. Change to a brand that understands your farming needs. Our YTOB Hero tractors and farm implements are assembled locally. Yes, you heard me. Right here in Botswana. Visit our website at www.aa.co.bw. You can also visit our shop at G West Industrial Plot 22120 Gaborone. #Demokiarona. Welcome to world-class drone technology services. We offer sales, rental, and training under Drone Training Center. Our drones include, but not limited to, photography drones, agricultural drones, and aerial mapping drones.
Find us at Plot 22120 Nyamambisi Road, G West Industrial, or call us at 3163-003, or email us at inquiry@dtcbw.com, or visit our website at www.dtcbw.com. Drone Training Center. Inspire the future.
Welcome back to Farmers Voice Motswana Wetso. Like ke ne ke buile before the quick commercial break, ke ne ke re ta bore bua ka care and grooming. Maikelo la go phapafatsa ka tlhoafala le go bolaya megare mo go kontsa dikolobe ke go fokotsa bokete jwa megare ka kakaretso. Bolwetse jo bo timilong jo bo bakwang ke leswe ke go ruruga ga thele. Bolwetse jo bo diragala gangwe le gape mo dikolobeng tse di namagadi. Bo bonala thata mo kolobeng tse di amusang. Bolwetse jo bo ka laolwa ka go kenta kana go fa dikolobe tse di namagadi melemo. Go kgaola dikolojana meno mo di orange 24 di sena go tswala go a thusa. Go tapitsa dikolobe fa di tsena ka fa di tsallang teng le gone go mosola. Take us through the care and grooming of all these animals, because especially for you having more than 200 pigs in a farm.
So we basically, the main thing behind our program is cleaning. First of all, on the average day, we clean at least once a day, but preferably twice, so that we pick up the mess from the paddocks, because that's where they are going to sleep. And with them needing to cool down, if it gets very hot and the mess is there, they are going to lie in it. So that's also why it's important to have available water to wash them, especially the mothers. You don't want a mother to be covered in filth and then go to breastfeed that to the piglets. That's obviously going to make them sick. So the daily routine includes cleaning. So aside from the cleaning, we also wash the mothers. That helps them to cool down. Number one, because they're inside, they can't cool themselves down. We have to try and cool them down. But outside of that, when it comes to it, the care we have to give them, starting with the piglets, we have to clip their teeth so that they don't bite the mother. When they bite the mother, because most of the time they are laying down and it won't be spotless, they can get this issue called mastitis, where the glands get blocked or infected. Now for us, it's been very hard to get rid of. In that, animals that got sick like that, we basically had to cull, because we treated them and it wasn't getting better. So we take extra care to clean every day in the morning.
Motsetelo wa dikolobe tse wa akareta motswako wa metsi a leswe, diyo tsa leruo le tsotlhe tse di tswang mo mmeleng wa kolobe. Motsetelo o o na le metsi a selekanyo sa 85%. Dipatlisiso di supa gore le fa mosetelo wa dikolobe e le nngwe ya dilo tse di kgotlalang tikologo, morui o ka oketsa letseno ka go rekisa mosetelo. A re utlwe gore mme Tsimako ena o dirang ka mosetelo o tswang mo lesakeng la dikolobe tsa gagwe.
So the pigs produce a lot of waste. They eat a lot, they produce a lot of waste. So that usually contributes to the smell that is associated with pig farms. So the best thing to do for us, actually for any farm, is to separate the urine and the solids. When it mixes together, it makes a slurry, and that is hard to deal with.
Let's talk about our vaccination plan. I understand this. You have to vaccinate and...
You do. So first, when we started pig farming, vaccines were not available. So you would have to liaise with someone to get them from South Africa or places. But nowadays you can get Farosho. You can get Farosho from BAM, and you can also get it from the your local agri shops.
What are some of the byproducts of pigs?
The main thing you get out of the pigs is the meat. That's why we go through so much effort picking an animal that gives you the maximum amount of meat on the scale. The other things you get from the pig is like the offal. It's good for growing animals, like for dog breeders and stuff. You can use that to feed your animals. Where about cheese and milk, they are not so good with those things because their milk is not as much as that of cows and goats. And it's not easy to milk because they have 14 nipples, and it's only the ones that are being used that hold milk. So it's not so easy. Back in the day, they used to use the pig hairs to make paintbrushes. It's something that someone can go into because right now we have lots of pig hair that nobody is utilizing. And then the meat itself has a lot of range. You can do a lot with it. So most people are used to pig in braai cuts, right? And even more common than braai cuts, you've got ribs. Almost every restaurant sells pork ribs, right? So that's another product that is very popular. Most people will probably know pork ribs and not know pig braai cuts. But for me personally, the way I sell my animals is I supply a butcher, which we opened there in Molepolole, called Tsimako butchery. And our main product is pork because we have this farm. So we supply ourselves. And at the butcher, you'll always find pork braai cuts. Ribs are very hard to find because they get booked. We also make bacon. So if you're someone who loves bacon and sausages, and it's very delicious. If you're someone who likes your English breakfast, it's something that you can get. And because we always have pigs and we have this production line, it's always fully stocked. You can always find the products there.
What are your ideas and maybe experiences, advantages and disadvantages of venturing into this?
Pig farming can be rewarding, right? It's not easy because there's a lot of aspects of it. But once you decide, okay, I want to try this, it's worth a try. Because pork in itself is growing in popularity. I remember when we first started the butcher, people said, you can't sell pork at a butchery, nobody will buy it. But we've proven that it can be done, and in a village like Molepolole. So if you think about it and you want to start it, it's a good venture. You buy the piglets, you grow them for 4 months, and then you sell them. So if you stagger it such that you buy this month, you buy next month, you buy the following month, when 4 months come, you sell the first group, they look after the second group. And you keep doing it like that. So where there's a will, there's a way. You can always do it little by little and grow from there. We started with 4 pigs and now we've got this many.
From Tsimako Farms, one thing I've learned is me, like she said, it's possible if you are willing to do it. Profitable, you just need to have a heart for it and from me and my team, it's a good day and Salan Sente. Let's meet on the next episode.